Hello guys, and welcome to a Watford Football Manager series. As you can see on the screen, I have decided to choose Watford for this Football Manager, career mode, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, I've started it, and we've got to the first game of the season, and we have played all of our friendlies. We have gone unbeaten, winning games quite comfortably, to be honest. And I'm pretty happy with it. As you can see here, we've still got money left over as well for the January transfer window and possible summer transfer window. So if you want to leave comments down below and let me know who you would like me to bring in, that would be great. As you can look at the sales, we are letting Andre Gray go for 6 million. I did that in order to bring somebody else in. I thought it was a good deal, and Torino are more than happy to take him off our hands for 6 million. And Miguel Britos has also gone for 750k. He's 33, he was never going to be playing. So if we look at the incomings, we've got Domingos Quina, who was already here when I got here. Ken as well. Do not have any clue how to pronounce his last name, but Ken. We've got Mark. We have Ben Foster, who I'm actually not using. We have Messina, again, another player who's brought in before me. Then we have George Mayer, who I brought in for 7.5 million, who's currently valued at 11.5. Really good centre back. Spanish, 21. He's got really good stats, and we brought him in for 7.5 million a year after he'd gone to Cologne. Really happy with it. Along with him, we've brought in Mike McGann, I believe that's how you say it. He's really, really good goalkeeper. He's the same level as Ben Foster already at the age of, I think it's about 21. Really good player. 23, sorry, and for 7.75 mil, you can't complain. He's already worth more than that anyway. So, and into the star player that I've brought in here is Michael Gregorowicz from FC Augsburg. The 17 finishing, the 15 off the ball. You know, he's done really well in pre-season. Brought him in for 8 million again a year after Augsburg had originally brought him in. And I'm just excited to see how he does in the Premier League. And again, it's another youngish signing, so he should be good, and hopefully he can play well. As you can see from the screen here, guys, obviously this is the 4-2-3-1 we're going to be playing, and some players aren't in the team, such as Chalobah, Decore, because they're not fit. They will be coming in. We're going to play in standard. We're playing out of defence and focusing down the wings, and we're going to work the ball into the box, and I don't really mess around with anything else. When possession is lost, we're not going to do anything really, and when possession has been won, we're going to look to counter-attack and catch our opposition off guard, and we're going to play a short distribution to the fullbacks and centre-backs, and we're going to play very urgently with a standard line of engagement, and I think that's a good way to get going. But yeah, that's the team, and as a second we have got a 4-3-3 holding, which we're not really going to use unless it's against a bigger side. But yeah, as you can see off the bench, Chalobah, Decore, Deulofeu all will eventually get into the team. They're just sat on the bench for the moment because they were injured start of pre-season, and so I didn't want to just rush them into the first team and give them positions when we do have competent midfielders. So I hope you guys understand that. And let's get into the first game against Newcastle United. Competition expectations is that we have to finish mid-table, reach the 5th round of the FA Cup and the 4th round of the Carabao Cup, which I think is pretty understandable, to be honest. I believe I can do that. And as we're going through, we'll get into this game against Newcastle, and as you can see there, obviously a lot of players not fit, and it hasn't helped us. Newcastle firm favourites for this, and we're going to go with the standard team that we have got out, which obviously is not our strongest team at all. I'd love to have Deulofeu and Decore in, but it's not worth risking them to risk more injuries. So we'll jump into this, and as you can see, Newcastle in the 4-2-3-1 as well. Diarme, Case and Young holding it down. We'll tell the players that we want them to give the fans their money worth, and we have faith in them to get out there and do something today. A few of the players reacted well, and let's see them come out into the field. We'll put extended highlights on for these episodes as well, guys, just so that we can see the best of what is. And going off that highlight of the start, it's a Newcastle attack, but George Mayer has won that back. Messina into Hughes. Messina again. We have got it to play quite short passing, so that is why the ball will just kind of almost tiki-taka style. And Gregorowicz tries to chip the keeper, and it just ends up going directly, at him, which isn't the best. But if you're looking at the match stats here, guys, we are on top. 4 shots. I've had 1. We'll tell them to get creative and get behind him. Grotskits, that's a cracking save by the Newcastle keeper. That probably should have been 1-0. But we can't seem to break the net, which isn't the best. It's not good looking at Firmino and Ken looking apprehensive and nervous. But we'll see how Newcastle do react to the pressure that we're putting on here. Messina into Quina. Capoue finds Hughes. He's going to find Messina again. Surely a good ball in. It's headed out. Quina, and it's saved by Dubravka. Brilliant goalkeeping here by the man on display. He's playing phenomenally well. Pereira, he's messed up. He hasn't won the ball back. Almiron can make way down this side, and he has been tackled. But yeah, this is promising stuff for the boys. To be honest, Capoue has picked up a booking. So we'll just tell him to ease off the tackles, and he's told us to go more direct. So I'll listen to my assistant manager. But yeah, it's looking alright, guys. We're looking like we're in a good position to either hold out for a draw or get something better from it. And we'll tell the boys have been unlucky, and we'll say that they weren't that bad, but we do expect more from them to improve. And everyone looks happy and ready to go. And let's see how this goes. Newcastle are going to kick us off in this second half. And let's see, Diame into Almiron. See, this isn't really a threatening attack, you wouldn't think. Yedlin's picked it up, and it's bounced out for a first, so it's good defensive play. Now we'll set this to the league table, so we can have a look where we are. Yedlin into Kunas, and he's found Kennedy, and that is far too much space to be leaving at the back right post. May, now looking at it, have to not play as a wing back. We might have to bring a full back in and Saljan Matt and Facina, because, that's 2. Yeah, as I'm talking about the fact that we're playing a wing back on the right side, that is where people are getting in, is on the right side. Tell the boys to get creative, and it's off the bar. It hasn't been our day offensively at all. We can't seem to get the ball into the back of the net. I mean, we don't have all of our, necessarily best players on the pitch, but we just can't seem to break down this Newcastle team at all, which is very frustrating. We're going to make some subs here. I have no idea how you say his name. Penarada? Yeah, we'll go Penarada. Play him as an advanced forward next to Grauskowitz. We'll bring Chalaba on because he has been better form in pre-season. And we'll leave him as a box-to-box. And we'll bring Doucouré on in 10 minutes. I think that is the best way to go about it. Kaishung Young, so much space in the edge of the box. And Diame's just netted one. And that is a proper blow. Especially after the way that we got this team playing in pre-season. We got that 4-0 win at the end, and we have just dropped straight to the bottom of the table. The shout to the boys to tell them to show some passion, but this Newcastle team has put us to the sword as it stands, absolutely. And I don't think there's much we can do about it, really. I've put us on attack, which probably was not the best thing to do, really. I mean, going attacking away from home when you're not exactly the Man Cities of the league never really works. We have got a chance here, but it's just Newcastle have come. Well, we've come to Newcastle. They've played their nice structured football and just held us out. And it's going to be another chance. And it's cleared. And Panorada down the right to Kiko. What can he do here? Ball across the pitch. Messina in. Chalaba. Maybe, possibly Quina. This got to be a goal, and it is saved by the keeper. And that is going to be a counter-attack. Kennedy brought down. Quality challenge. But wing-backs don't really work. I mean, I've only ever done one save where wing-backs have worked very well, and that was with Atlanta. But we are going to bring Doucouré on here. Swap around with Chalaba. And Chalaba. And we'll see how it goes. Diame into Hayden. Back up to Almiron. Ayoze. Almiron with the strike. No Kennedy. That was... it's so disheartening. But I refuse to sit and play, just defensive football. Especially against a side like this. It's just not how I play. I'd rather have my team attack and lose by 4 than sit back and draw or lose by 1. So it looks like that's going to be it. A 4-0 loss to Newcastle on the opening day. It's not boding well, but as I've just seen, they're Tottenham are bottom of the league, having conceded 5, whoever they were playing. It's going to be 5. We're just as bad as Tottenham. That was absolutely shocking. Play at the back post, nobody marking, and Newcastle are going to come away with all 3 points. Probably very, very deserved. But I do feel like we had the best chances in the first half. We just didn't take them. And obviously Ben Foster is probably sat there rubbing his lips at the fact that McGann has played so poorly. But yeah, that's a proper blow. That is proper blow. As you can see, the prediction was that it'd be a draw. We'll tell the boys assertively that we're far from pleased and we'll move forward. But I'm not happy with that at all. I guess we're going to have to play the Burnley game because I can't end this episode with a 5-0 loss. Only positive is Tottenham lost 5-0 to Man City as well. So it kind of shades our embarrassment a little bit, but it's still shocking. Absolutely shocking. But yeah, so clearly the wing-back setting just does not work in the tactic that I'm trying to use it with. I used it in an Atlanta save with 2 wing-backs and a 4-3-1-2, so I had 2 strikers, and the wing-backs basically just offered all of the width, and it worked really well. But, you know, the Serie A is at the minute a lot less competitive compared to the Premier League, and it's showing. It really is showing. I'm hoping we can get a good result here against Burnley, because we cannot go 2 games without a win at the start of the season for a team that, you know, are supposed to be challenging. And that's really nice. Mike McGann has told the website that he paid back the fans for their loyalty against Newcastle, which, you know, you got to love. I love them little features, you know, in Football Manager. It's really, really nice. And I'm going to try and make some more realistic signings as well. I understand that maybe Mike McGann, however you say his name, might not have been the most realistic. I understand that Greg Alskris might not have been, but I do think George Mayer would be the type of signing that Watford would bring in, to be honest. You know, he's young, he's Spanish, he's got that little bit about him. He's not exactly going to break the bank. And I just think them sort of signings I'd specifically gone after because they weren't 20 mil on this player or that player, but they were all under 10 million and they were all solid additions to the team. So that is why I did go and do it that way. So I'm hoping that that will help. We've got Ipswich Town in the Carabao Cup, which I don't really care about. I only care about it if we can win it, because it'd be really nice to win a trophy in my first season. It really would. But you know, it's not the end of the world if we don't. This is going to be, like I said, a long grudge, a long push to get in Watford to the top of the Premier League. Pardon me, don't get me wrong, there might be better YouTubers out there who could do this in 2 seasons, but with the squad that I've got and the way that I want to stamp my football onto this club, I'm going to be doing it my way. And whether that means I'm using Queener at Cam every single game or not, it depends. I'm hoping as soon as the better players do come back, the more, you know, your Tom Cleverleys, which is mad to think that he's a better player. Being an Arsenal fan, if I had Tom Cleverley at Cam, I'd freaking kill myself. But having him back in, having him at Cam will do a difference. Delafeu on the right wing. So yeah, I'm just hoping here that we can just perform when everyone comes back, and I don't think that we'll get relegated. I can't see it happening. I feel like you've got your Huddersfields in there, which are just so much worse than Watford by a mile. And then obviously you've got Cardiff, who we should be beating. Brighton, I'm confident in beating. I think we can beat most of the mid-table teams, maybe not Wolves. And I feel like we'll end up drawing with your Crystal Palaces, because in Football Manager I found all they do is sit back and just let you attack, which pardon me guys, which is frustrating, to be honest. But yeah, we're going to get into this now against Burnley, and I'm going to make a few slight changes to the team. We'll stick with the 4-2-3-1, but we will bring Jan Amma in, and well, I think I'll leave it like that, possibly. I'm pretty happy with the defence. I don't really want to be playing Crave Cathcart at his age, and we'll just go like that. I was debating bringing in Panorama, however you say his name, Panorama, but it's not happening. And obviously, as you can see here, Burnley playing their 4-2. Guarantee it'll be structured, and guarantee they'll just be playing to counter-attack away from home. So, Burnley kicking off in the current. And is it going to be a Burnley highlight immediately, which would not be the best? It's not, and we can progress from here. Burnley, though, looking like they're having more of the ball, which is never really a good sign. But the two banks of four are impossible to break down. Burnley with a chance. Cork and Mike McGann clearly up in arms after the last game. Clearly, he's had a word with his defenders and said, lads, this isn't on. He's not happy with the fact that 5 were put past him, which is great to see. Now we're building here. Messina into Pereira. He's going to take a pop, and it has just hit the back of our own player. But that's positive football by Watford, to be honest. We're moving the ball about. And I'm hoping that we can do a bit more. We're going to tell the boys to get creative. And we're going to tell George Mayer to ease off the challenges. Goodmanson into the box. Wood and Mike McGann again with a solid save. He's looking really good. Like a really good signing. So early in this. And one thing that we don't like to see, again, a lot of our players are nervous. They are the younger ones, though. Grogowskowicz, Quina, Messina, Mir, and even Ken Sema, I'm just going to call him Ken. I have no idea how to pronounce his name properly. Not looking in the best way, but Mike McGann leading by example, really, for a 23-year-old, motivated and up for this game completely. And we're going to go into half-time at 0-0. We'll tell the team, I'm far from pleased. Everyone looks fired up. And we'll see what happens when they come out now. Casabelli, Jammat, Ken, inside, Quina, and he's give it away. And that is one of the things, you can tell with him being 18 that he's not up to scratch. He's not quite at the level. Which is frustrating, but pardon me, there is nothing I can really do at the minute. I haven't got anyone else to slot in at the cam position. That's the formation that we're going to play. Ken, though, is showing potential. He just can't finish. He often gets himself in those positions. In the friendlies, he was doing it. But against worse sides, it was alright. He could get away with his finishing being poor. But he just can't now. And we're going to play some out of the back football here. Burnley going to press high. And Ken is on a run. And this is what I mean. He gets far. And this time, he has put the ball in the back of the net, and that is our first goal competitively, and it has seen us directly up the table, which I'm really, really bloody happy about. And that is 1-0 to Watford, and I'm really pleased. So that's 1-0 over Burnley. I'm hoping that they can push on now and get another. We are going to have to make some subs. We'll wait for this corner to come in, and it's cleared. Maybe no, it's back out. Wood back in, and it's Mike McGann again. Pause that. We'll go in here and we'll make some substitutions. We just need to keep the team ticking over. We'll bring in Chalaba. I keep calling him Chalaba. We'll bring in Pereira. We'll go with that. And I just said a lot of words that didn't make sense. But I'm ecstatic. We've finally taken the lead in what has been a very long and grueling game. And it's 65 minutes on the clock. And I'm hoping that we can do some business here. Defoe passing it, it's just Burnley just kicking it. We're keeping a good line, but as you can see, that wing back is not working at the back post. And if it wasn't for Mike McGann, and if we were against better opposition, that would have been 1-1. And Mike McGann again saving the boys. And this is what's frustrating, really, is the fact that if it's not for our keeper right now, we're not winning. But you've got to take what you can get, and we'll just keep moving forward. Chalaba has won the ball there. Jammat, Chalaba, Decore, who I've just brought on, as you've just seen. Ken, I'm just going to call him Ken, guys. It's just a lot easier. Messina, George Mayer is in. Decore, Pereira, over the top. Panara, he's got to score. Oh, it's out of the goalkeeper. And they're the ones as a manager that are the most frustrating. When he's got the talent and he's got the ability to just pick the back of the net there. But he just doesn't. And that is really, really frustrating. I'm hoping he'll learn from it though, and it should be alright. We shouldn't have too much difficulty with that in the future. But as you can see here, Burnley collect the ball again. It's a long ball over the top, and Chris Wood has done the same thing, but his shot is sailing over the bar, which I'm more than happy to see sail over the bar. Pereira puts one in, and it's headed at the goalkeeper, and the ref has called up for a foul. 3 minutes left now, and we're looking like we're in prime position to really advance from this game and get a really good result, and I'm more than pleased with it. We needed a win. I said we needed a win, and it looks like we're going to get the win with Mike McGann again making a terrific save. And that could be all she wrote. Defoe in, Pereira, he's on the counter. Surely he's got to find something here. He's played it backwards, which is frustrating. But I believe that is all she's wrote. It's not over till the fat lady sings, but I think the fat lady might be singing in a couple of seconds. And it's not the win that we wanted necessarily. I would have preferred more goals against the Burnley side that only play long ball, but we'll take the victory and we'll take a 1-0 lead, and we will head back to, well, nowhere because we're at our ground. But that is a 1-0 win, ladies and gents, and I'm really, really pleased with that. Terrific result. Would have wanted more goals, but we'll tell the boys well done, lads, and we'll continue through. And that is going to be the second game in this episode, and that is going to conclude the episode, guys. So you have seen us lose and you have seen us win, and that is going to be everything. So we'll meet back here for I think we'll come back for the Palace game. That gives me 5 games to try and get a string of form together and meet back up with you lads. So yeah, we'll see how it's going, and we'll meet back up soon. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know any players that you want me to bring in the summer. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later.